There it is, and here I am. Welcome, happy Tuesday, welcome to the stream. Um, Last night I was like, oh, we're gonna do Crash Bash tonight. And then I immediately was like, you know what we hadn't done in a while? Some odd one outs. So we're gonna do both of those tonight. Tomorrow, new game. But tonight, old games. The old game of watching odd one out and trying to guess the odd one outs. And then Crash Bash, which if we accomplish one thing in Crash Bash tonight, it's passing the current platinum relic level that we're on. It's been a while since we played Crash Bash, so like a couple hours ago, I had to boot up Crash Bash and see where it was, what level we were, what level we were last on. I was like, which of these hellish mini games was I stuck on last? And I was like, oh yeah, I recall. So we'll do that in the second half of the stream tonight. But first half, I've got two. Just two. Count it. 3D. Two. Does it look like I have one of those, like, ring light things? Because I don't. I don't use face cam enough to justify trying to get any fancy camera setup. That's why I have a relatively shitty camera and a relatively shitty light source behind it. So when I throw my fingers at the screen, it's not what that's from. Um, but yeah, just two odd one out episodes queued up for tonight. We've got up next here. It's 6 ASM artists versus a fake. I think that one has some potential. And 6 plus size people versus a fake. 6 plus size people and a fake. The ASMR artist one sounds like it could be fun. I think it'll be a good episode. I'm expecting a lot. So here we go. I always say, like, oh, if this is, you just randomly clicked into this is how we play. If it's a standard episode, I'll pick, we get introduced to the cast. I'll pick one person just off the introductions that I think is the odd one out. They do a round, they eliminate one. I get to pick my second locked in vote. And then that's it. So I get a pick just off basic first introductions, and then I get a second pick after one normal round of gameplay, and then I win or I lose. And that's how we play Jubilee's odd one out. Watching odd one out. Mind your ears. I'll adjust audio as we get along because I didn't test that beforehand because I don't know. 7.
I'm an ASM artist.
I'm an ASM artist.
I'm an ASM artist. I am an ASM artist.
I'm an ASM artist. I am an ASM artist.
I'm an ASM artist.
All right, a good way to intro our players here. I gotta say, I'm not like super like as far as like consuming. I hate that word, but consuming. Fuck. I shouldn't use words I hate when it comes to consuming content. Back to back, 2 words I hate using like that. I don't do a lot with I don't regularly listen or watch ASMR content videos. So I don't know if we're gonna get like high level kind of questions here. I'm familiar with the thing. I'm familiar with all the things. Good for ASM artists. You know, if you went back in time to the 1800s and you told a young Victorian boy that there would be people making videos where they whisper and make pleasant sounding noises into a mic, a bi-audial mic, that Victorian child's head would blow up or whatever they say. But good for them. Not good for the Victorian child whose head gets blown up, but good for the people that make these videos, you know? That's all I'll say. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Let me re-get these intros. So I'm curious. Ooh, there's a lot of potential here. They could be. What if they're on it sitting at a table during the whole in the odd one out box, and then they all have to whisper into the mics. Maybe they do a couple little like, and then they grab the mic and they go. My mic is not probably designed to be, and then they go. Oh, the mic. Again, I don't watch a lot of ASMR video stuff. I definitely know that I waded in deep enough to try to figure out what it is because I assume what it is most people that enjoy watching videos like that, or even if you don't, but like they're like, oh, it's like what triggers certain like pleasure factors of listening, like for your specific thing. Like I know what sounds I prefer, but the ones I really don't prefer are like the people that make weird mouth noises. Like I don't think I go as far as to say like I hate like hearing like people chew. Like there's that thing that people have where it's like, oh, if I hear people chewing, then it's upsetting or whatever. I don't think I want to go that far. But when people like into a mic, I'm like, what is this? Why? Please stop. That stuff that does not. Not only does that not do anything for me, that does anti stuff for me, and I feel as if I want to die when I hear that kind of stuff. But again, no shame to the people that do enjoy that, I guess. They're wrong, but no shame. I never shame here. Okay, let's get the intros. So the one fake out of the 7 people, this is going to be really tough. It just, oh man. Does someone have a certain posture that looks like that's uncomfortable what they're doing? Because you would have to assume that the one person who's not an ASMR artist is just trying to replicate what it seems like they would probably pick up from like videos, right? I'm going to say she is. But like an ASMR artist could be, I mean, I can make this argument with all odd one out episodes we end up watching, but like there could be a really shitty ASMR artist, but they still call themselves an ASMR artist. Because although it's a silly term, the root word of ASMR artist is artist. And an artist, not only is there many different disciplines, but you could be talented in certain aspects and you could be doing, it's all nebulous at this point, but I am an Amazon. You know what? Part of me wants to pick this guy. Not by his position, but
ASMR artist.
I'm an ASMR artist. I am an ASMR.
Let me get that again.
I am an ASMR.
Yes.
I am an ASMR artist.
For some reason, I want to pick him. I don't know what it is about him. She definitely gives off ASMR. I hate saying ASMR artist. ASMR artist. It's such a mouthful. I think she screams artist. ASMR artist.
ASMR artist. I am an ASMR.
I believe yes.
ASMR.
Yes.
I am an ASMR artist.
Yes.
I'm an ASMR artist.
She was a little. She gave a little more compared. I mean, I'm not necessarily picking her, but like the last one there gave a bit more.
I am an ASMR artist.
I'm an ASMR
No one else goes above a whisper until it gets to her.
artist. I am an ASMR artist.
I'm an ASMR artist.
I am. But I'm not picking her. I'm picking the guy that I said originally. The first guy. Locked in first one. Oh, they all are sitting at a table blindfolded. Oh, this is exciting.
This is Julie. I see you're having a little trouble sleeping. Yeah.
You know what? For the rest of this video, to get into the spirit of things, I will whisper for the rest of this episode into this mic until I forget, which might happen quite quickly because I have the brain of a fish, a dumb fish.
Your face. Starting around your forehead. Shut your eyes.
I've got a feather.
Trace.
Look at my feather.
Your eye. My channel focuses on nostalgic childhood triggers.
Nostalgic. Only 90 kids will remember this. She's fucking like petting a Furby or something. She's petting a Furby. Pop, 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 pop. Only 90s kids. Pop, 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 pop. And then she's like munching on a fruit roll up or something. Ripping off the little plastic wrap. That satisfying like noise. And then just 90s kids.
It's like when the girl in back of class would play with your hair. I think I need to do a little touch up on my makeup if you don't mind.
Why is everyone spiraling over?
Okay. Oh shit. I already cheated. You know how I said I don't watch it much ASMR artists. For some reason, and I might be going crazy, but I feel like I've seen the second person that goes up.
Like when the girl in back
But I could just be going insane.
of class would play with your hair. I think I need to do a little touch up on my makeup if you don't mind.
Makeup.
Sorry, the satin bag is just.
Is there potential that someone's like a famous person? Because, you know, when you're like an ASM artist, you would have to like at some point your profession is done usually through internet, and so at some point you would have to assume that like if you're a popular ASM artist, then you're gonna like have that. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Clout. I don't know. And then you get. I don't know. Like I said, I could be going insane right now.
So big. I have to really dig deep in there. Most of my ASMR is dirty talking,
Great.
role playing, and sometimes a couple of trigger sounds. Jeez, I can't believe how long your eyebrow hairs have gotten. Do you mind if I just do a little snip? We just need to get those caterpillars.
Please don't call my eyebrows caterpillars. I'm very sensitive about them.
Today we're going to do a guided meditation.
Was this my pick? I kind of forgot. Let me see. I think this was my pick.
So we'll first start out by taking a deep breath.
Kevin.
Inhale. Exhale. I want you to think of and imagine your favorite person in the world. Sometimes we wish we could say some things, but there are always words left unsaid.
Oh, she's doing a lot of clickety noises. Oh, it drives me insane. Stop. Stop. overstimulated. I'm overstimulated by all your clickety clacks.
I like fast and aggressive ASMR because it's like very intense.
I definitely don't like fast and aggressive.
This gives a lot of tingles. Noticing that you might need a little haircut, so I'm just gonna bring your hair here. I'm just gonna trim just one more.
It's too much. It's too much.
Oh,
No, it's not. It's so unnatural.
you might need a little haircut.
Oh, I rewind on accident.
Your hair here. I'm just gonna trim just one more.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, we can also just give you a massage. Tingle. It was really hard to relax hearing her do her ASMR, and it just wasn't my style.
Welcome,
That was so upsetting.
welcome. This is Sam's Barstool. So, what brings you in today? You're here for a drink, okay?
He's either not the ASM artist or he's really lazy and bad at his craft. It seems to me, in my opinion.
So, how's your day been? Your boyfriend broke up with you. May I ask why? What happened? Okay, you found him cheating with your best friend in bed. That sucks. Double homicide. I like to have a sense of humor when I'm doing ASMR because my goal has always been to make people laugh. That's why I prefer to do role plays.
It's very funny, actually. You know what? I'm having a 180 on this guy. He still might not be an ASM artist, but it's funny.
I'm gonna put some salt on the rim for you.
I brought one of my favorite triggers for today, which is this wood brush.
What are they gonna do for the next round? I wonder.
I've had my channel
Are they actually gonna ask questions in the next round?
now for about 2 years, so I do a lot of real person hair play, back scratching. This brush just makes the best sounds, I think.
Okay, so you were sitting on your boyfriend's stained futon, and then a cat scratched your eyes, and you lost your sight. Or you like can kind of see. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, I did bring some items to help you out. I did bring these ice cubes to like ice your eyes. So hopefully these ice cubes will do something for your eyes and maybe make them feel a little better. But when I like first discovered ASMR on social media, I was really obsessed with it, and I used it more for like entertainment as well as relaxation purposes because there's a lot of like role plays that are very entertaining and funny. And I'm super sorry about your eye situation.
My eye situation. My eye situation. A cat scratched him.
Someone needs to call PETA on that cat. Wix.
I don't feel better. This is tough. I think I would, if I had to vote against someone, I'd probably pick Sam because it was comedic and funny, and he might be the artist. But I don't know. Oh, Maddie. Also, this is gonna sound really fucking weird, but now that I think about it, I feel like I've also the Maddie person. When I said the name Maddie out loud, and then I saw the face. When I said the name out loud, something makes me think that I've seen the person before too. I think I'm actually genuinely going insane. I think my brain is just playing tricks on me. I think I just imagine everything. I don't. Something weird.
My ASMR was the most different out of everybody else.
Oh, yeah, she did the fucking clack clack. Oh, God, I hated that. Never mind. Yeah, I think I'm just making shit up. I don't know.
So, I think for some people, maybe that would just felt like a dead giveaway.
Okay, I gotta pick a second person. You know what? I'm bouncing between this guy, the funny one, and her. I'm not confident about it, but I'm gonna pick them. So I've got these two on the end. But I'm feeling kind of good about this for whatever reason.
Voted for Maddie because it was just killing my ears. I'm not gonna lie. I could feel my back like tighten up.
Super frantic, but that's also some people's ASMR style.
It's like a fast and aggressive style, but she just like took it way too far. What's everyone's preference here for ASMR?
Super slow.
Slow. Yeah. Lo-fi. Yeah. Agreed. I feel like Trevor and I have like something in common with role plays. Because I like having a sense of humor when I do ASMR and laughing.
Oh my god, y'all were so funny. I was dying laughing with the googly eyes.
Kevin, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you only do guided meditation ASMR?
No, I do guided meditations, but I also do anime role plays.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dress up.
I don't. I literally just put the screen over with some artwork so people can listen to my voice because my forte is my voice. Yeah, so
Do you not show your face in your channel?
I show my face for the guided meditations.
When he was talking about how he uses anime stuff, he was kind of like stuttering. So why don't you dress up for your videos?
Honestly, it's a new vulnerable endeavor. Like, you'd have to learn how to cosplay, and it's definitely in my aspiration.
It's tough. I don't know about that. I mean, I see both aspects. I see his answer right here is good. But the fact that he got tripped up prior is not great. But I kind of see what he's saying.
But for now, I just want viewers to really love that.
I really apologize if because me doing this whispering bit makes it not, you can't hear my voice. I'm sorry, but I'm committed to the bit. It's one of my life philosophies. Always commit to the bit.
Essence of my voice.
Amazon got costumes. I feel like if you have the personality, you can easily replicate that. So I guess that was my thought process.
He is in trouble. They are the piranhas in the water. And he is the fish bait. He is getting eliminated. Oh God.
Sounds like his guided meditation was a bit entry level. Almost like he just watched a little snippet of Mind Body or something.
That's kind of why I felt confident after the first round with my pick, if anything.
Y'all made a mistake.
Okay, deadass. Who voted for me? Anybody?
I voted for ASMR. Julie, what do you do for like ASMR? Like what content styles do you create?
My specialty is back scratching and hairbrushing and face tracing, like nostalgic childhood triggers. What about you, Katie?
I do back scratch, hair play, mostly, and then like I do some other kind of triggers as well.
Like she was following Julie, the way she would just say same right behind her. It almost felt like it was disingenuous. I'm a streamer, but I'm an adult streamer on my free cams. So at first it was just more like a roleplay dirty talk, and then because I just got the Yeti at that time, I decided to whisper into it, and then it just kind of took off from there.
Are you on YouTube?
I can't believe that she is doing me dirty like that after I said I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. But I also, to give myself the benefit of the doubt, I also said I could potentially have been making it up because I'm kind of insane. And also I said the same thing about the other person, and I don't know what the other person does either. So I don't know.
As well.
I do have some YouTube videos, yes.
Do you do TikTok?
Maybe I've seen
I
a
do
YouTube
TikToks
video.
as well, yes.
Who fucking
Even
knows?
if it's very, like, open, I can be more myself there.
Okay.
Are your YouTube videos monetized, or do you get... Those are just more for exposure. Okay, so you don't make money off of YouTube? I don't. Okay.
The Lord of the Rings Woobles collab is
Oh my god, Lord of the Rings woobles. Oh, what the fuck are woobles? Oh shit, I should have been whispering.
So I knew she voted for me in one of the rounds, and I just needed to get her off as soon as possible.
Oh, she's playing defense. Yeah, this is what we love to see. This is what we love to see on the fucking Odd One Out box. Strategic defense. Oh, I hit.
Later, Gator.
Sorry, girl.
Needed to get
I
her
hit I on accident.
off as soon as possible. Later, Gator.
God, she is ruthless. Personality-wise.
And I just needed to get her off
Personality-wise,
as
she's
soon
the
as
best.
possible.
She's fucking and flying back.
Later, Gator.
Get fucked. Get fucked for voting for me. Fuck you.
Think that the mole is still in the box and you wish to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
Please let it be Kevin.
If the lights turn green, that means you voted the mole out and you win. The lights turn red, and as the mole is...
I can win with green or red, technically. I have one in and one out. One in, one out. I always do this with my hand over here, and I realize I cut myself with the mic or the camera. One in, one out.
still in the box and you lose.
Kevin, please! Kevin! Kevin!
Count of three, please remove your blindfolds. 1, 2, 3.
Kevin!
See some familiar faces.
See, they recognize each other. Why can't I recognize them without people looking at me weird?
On the count of 3.
Where's Kevin, please?
Will the mole please raise their hand? 1, 2, 3.
I fucking told you. I fucking told you it was so obvious. Dude, I had that guy red from the very beginning. His aura was off, and then after the first round and I saw him do his shit, it was not good. And I don't even watch ASMR shit. It was not good. His answers to his questions sucked ass. His performance sucked ass. And that's why when I picked my second person, I was like, I don't even fucking care about my second pick because I was so dead set on him. Dude, this is when I know I fucking got that on my shit. It was too easy. Fuck my mic up. It was too easy.
You guys are nodding. What gave it away?
I felt like the guided meditation is kind of entry level when it comes to ASMR.
Thank you so much.
I love acting and putting myself into different roles, so this is a really good challenge for me to be on camera and to work under pressure.
It is really cool though, because I feel like usually in real life,
I'm
like
too
when you tell people
good.
about ASMR, they're like, what? But it's nice being around people that also do understand.
It's time to open the case full of money. Let's open this. Have some money.
No more. Get out of here. All right, no more whispering. Dude, I dominated so hard. What a performance by me. I gotta say, what a bad performance by Kevin. What a good performance by me. I locked it. I was so locked in from introductions. Dude, I want you, if you're like, man, Austin's just making shit up and just guessing randomly and shit, and he's not that good at this. Dude, watch from when the intros start to happen, and immediately when Kevin, it's like when I go back through, I'm like, this immediately feels off. Immediately feels off. And then when we saw that first round, I was like, dude, this guy this is not it. This is not it. And haters will say that I'm cheating somehow, or I watch these ahead of time, which I can guarantee you I don't do that. What is this? What are they gonna sell me here?
Welcome to the Creator Launchpad.
Oh
We
shit.
want to see your idea for a new original show concept. So get together with your friends and shoot an episode. We'll watch your video, and if we love it, we'll hire you to join our team and direct more episodes. Click on the link in the description
I should work
below
for
more
Jubilee.
information.
Does everyone here wear jeans? Like, just
Yeah.
yeah. Where do you guys?
Oh. I didn't really consider this, but they can't see each other, but I think I can clearly, although unless there's like some technical definition for what, plus size is, aren't I the viewer gonna, is it not the person on the left? I only got a quick glance, but
Guys buy your jeans from?
That honestly depends. I've had
is the person on the left?
some luck. I mean, I present more masculine, so a lot of the times I will like resource to.
Or is it
Old
that
Navy. I'll
guy?
just kind of go there.
I can't
and, like,
tell.
get one of the bigger pairs. I actually
Maybe.
did just get a pair from Old Navy.
Oh. No.
Like a couple weeks ago, and I love it, but it's a
Oh, it
little
was
big
that
in the
guy,
way,
I
so
think,
do have to
in the
take
red?
it in. I'm probably gonna tailor it though. So, but I do love Old Navy's jeans, especially their men's section.
I don't.
Wait, are we not getting like actual intros? What? I thought this was like a cold open, but no. What? What? I mean, I guess I get why they're doing it because we can already see it, so we don't have to do that. I'm a plus, but it feels off not getting like an actual cold open. So I wasn't paying like that much attention. But yeah, I guess it's this person, second from the right. So whatever. I went 1 for 1 today. 100% victory for me.
Does everyone here wear jeans? Like,
All right, we'll just watch this
yeah.
then.
Where do you guys buy your jeans from?
That honestly depends. I've had some luck. I mean,
But it does just feel weird not to get like any intros, like to our players. Even I mean, like, I get it because we, as viewers, can see it, but it still just feels off not getting them.
I present more masculine, so a lot of the times I will
Weird
resort
choice.
to Old Navy. I'll just kind of go there and like get one of the bigger pairs. I actually did just get a pair from Old Navy like a couple weeks ago, and I love it, but it's a little big in the waist, so I do have to take it in. I'm probably gonna tailor it though. So, but I do love Old Navy's jeans, especially their men's section.
I don't really wear jeans, but I think the only 2 pairs that I own are from Shein.
I feel like it depends what style I'm going for.
True.
Like for fitted jeans, I definitely think like Good American's my go-to. Obviously they're like on the higher end of like pricing wise, but they like make my ass look great.
Well, that's the thing. Also, like,
Also, I don't. Maybe I'm reading way too much into it. My guy here. My person here seems nervous around, like, to answer the question and all.
getting the confidence to actually wear what you want, it took me forever. So when I actually did,
I'm still in the mentality when I was like 16, 17 and I could fit in a medium. So I'm like, oh, this I can't go to
also
the
maybe
same
not a guy,
stores. Like
yeah.
I can't go to a mall and buy clothes anymore.
I would say 2 years ago, I would go to like Goodwills and Value Villages, but that has become a lot harder as of late. The reason that I chose to do this was mainly because it meant a lot to me to share the idea of like, as you transition away from being in a bigger body to potentially being in a skinnier body, that is not something that like makes you harder working or better at like achieving some.
Oh, this is kind of an interesting angle then. Is it like what we would say like a former plus size person? Is that what they're claiming? That it's like had lost a lot of weight or something?
Some sort of goal than the other person or another person that you may see in a plus size body. And going into it, I like promised myself I wasn't gonna tell any lies. I was gonna be very truthful and speak on every kind of experience that I had leading up to today. I wanted to make sure that what I was saying was stuff that I lived through. I think putting on a character would be disrespectful to the other people that were here today. I just thrift most of my clothing, and like I have a tailor for my pants anyway.
Shout
like
out
back
to the
in,
tailors.
yeah, 100%. Especially when I'm back home. I'm 15 minutes outside of New York City, so I usually just commute in there. There's this one thrift store, I don't know if anybody's been, called the L Train, and like that is really good for carrying bigger sizes. Back in my actual hometown, I can go to my tailor very easily. It's like a 5-minute drive from my house.
Okay.
So I thrift probably 90% of anybody's been, called the L Train, and like that is really good for carrying bigger sizes. Back in my actual hometown, I can go to my tailor very easily. It's like a 5-minute drive from my house.
Okay.
So I thrift probably 90% of my clothing, cheaper, saves energy, and like it feels way easier.
There is no way he's gonna go pay like $15 for jeans, then go pay $45. Like, I get it, as a plus size person, tailoring for some things, great. But I could not believe for a second that he is tailoring every set. And I was like, he is not fat anymore.
Not gonna lie, shop at Ross a lot or Marshalls. And finding jeans is hard. It's a hit or miss. Sometimes at Ross they'll have bigger sizes, sometimes they don't. But if it says stretch, then I'm usually good on it.
I actually didn't even share where I got my jeans from. I realized that. I usually shop at like American Eagle. Jeans in general are like a struggle to find. Either they fit your thighs and they don't fit your waist, or they fit your waist and it's a struggle.
Working out. Wow, she's got a read on this guy.
Oh man. I did feel, I guess, invalidated in a point, because they were talking about, brands and, and stuff that I can't really afford. So I thought my answer of, I shop at Ross because that's what I could afford, I thought that's what kind of eliminated me.
So I was gonna say, if any of you guys did any form of like performance as a kid, and I know we were talking about how some of us were models before, sorry about names, but how that affected you growing up, and how like the idea of performing and being on stage was definitely more difficult for you than your peers.
That is an awesome question.
Well, you start since there.
Yeah. So I was on the math team for my elementary school, which was like very fun, and I enjoyed it a lot. But before our first meet, when we were doing practices and such, they gave us the vest sizes. And I remember putting on the largest vest size that they had, and it clinging to my skin and making me very uncomfortable. And I walked into the bathroom, and I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, I can't do this, and I quit. And it really frustrated me that I let that take away something that meant a lot to me. That was definitely like my first experience with like, it is very difficult for me that outside elements are going to take who I am and make that a form of a problem.
As a woman in a plus size theater community, it's like I always got the funny roles or the really unattractive roles. And I'm like, I'm big, that doesn't mean I'm hilarious. Like,
Girl, we could talk about this forever.
yeah, so that's super powerful, because performing and becoming into yourself, you either have to be overly confident and fake it till you make it, or it will tear you down. So I'm very sorry that happened to you.
How do we all identify? Do we identify, like, what do we use to label ourselves, if you have one?
P-H-A-T. Thank you.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I have a weird feeling about that one for some reason.
Really?
I like just normal.
Yeah.
Because I'll say fat, and then people will be like, oh my God, fat. And then I'll be like, it's not inherently a bad word. It's an adjective.
That's the thing. No, but it is kind of taboo, because it was like, oh yeah, I'm fat. Don't say that, you're beautiful. I am gorgeous, but I am fat.
I didn't say I was ugly.
It's oh my god,
Yeah,
bro.
sorry, I misspoke.
I was
People
like,
treat it like it's
right,
taboo, and
right.
that's
So
the
it's
issue, really.
it's two truths. I'm like,
Exactly, yeah.
I feel beautiful, but I am fat. Being fat or plus size does not mean that we're not active, that we're not nice people, that we're not worthy. It really sucks when people treat you differently because you're a size 18 rather than a size 2 or 4.
When I, like, for example, great example, I went Halloween shopping, and
my
it's
God.
really hard because, like, first and foremost, trying to find the plus size costumes, they're like, it's just kind of integrated everywhere. And it's like, realistically, you have 200 costumes here, but only like 10 are for plus size. Then I go on to the other costumes, and I was like, my choice is to be like a duck or the plus size nun costume covered boobs, knees, everything, but the skinny costume for the other nun was like tits out for her vomit. And I'm like, so I literally, like, my choice is like be a bubble bath or a duck, and I'm like, I need a plus size section when I walk into somewhere because we have not progressed in human society.
There was this brand that had this big campaign saying they were launching extended sizes, and then it came out and it was like completely different than the straight sizes, and I'm like, we are just asking for the same thing.
Why do they get cocktail dresses and I get moons?
Literally.
This guy's skirting by. Oh, eliminating the person that was on to him too is good.
What?
I mean, he doesn't know.
Me? What? Yo! Oh my god!
I didn't know it.
Who voted me out?
I am equally shocked.
I'm psychic. I know. One of you was on to something.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you wish to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
Oh, it's lo-fi.
I think the odd one out is probably somebody who lived as a fat person
Used to be, yeah.
but lost the weight. But usually a lot of the times people that do grow up fat or go through weight loss journey, they end up being more fat phobic. That's not in all cases. It's not in all cases, but it does happen a lot.
Turning in on that, I really do think that in my personal experience, people that go from being in a bigger body into becoming skinny feel some sort of resentment, especially because I think they tie achievement to what they've done for some reason. There's this very big principle of look at what I've done, and they push this American dream-esque mentality of genuinely I worked hard and I did this, and it's well, not everybody wants to do that.
And that's fine. That's fine. If you want to lose weight, do that, but you don't need to project that onto everyone else. And I would think if you were somebody who lived that experience as a fat person, you would understand.
Honestly, dating, I've met many guys who were like, I used to be big, so I understand that being smaller is more desirable, and it's just this conversation just rubs me the wrong way because I've been met with so many people who think like that, and the worst person I dated was very fat phobic, and they used to be bigger and they lost weight, and they were shaming me about my body, being we'd have better sex if you were smaller and all that shit. Oh my god.
No, 100%. And it's the connotation, right? Because they quote on, sorry,
Fat is
I was gonna throw up air quotes, but we all blindfolded. Because they put in the work, that part being air quotes, and became into a skinnier body. All of a sudden, there's this idea you aren't working as hard. But again, not everybody wants to work that hard.
Exactly. Can we also go down the line and maybe just say if we have been fat or plus size most of our life, or if
actually, that's great because I wanted to say for me it was a little bit different. Growing in South America, there isn't a lot of overweight people, obese people, and I've always been curvy, so to speak, and I was fine, but I was still how they say I spent my skinny years thinking I was fat. So I moved to the US when I was 16, and I started gaining weight. The life here is different. I wasn't as active, I wasn't doing sports anymore, and then I was on birth control. So for me, it was hormonal imbalance that made me gain a lot of weight. But it really sucked, and in my own skin, I'm gonna start crying, I'm sorry. Being skinny, and now you're fat, and everybody treats you different.
I think it's difficult too because I grew up fat. I've been fat my entire life, and I've always envied, in a way, like I've always wondered what it would be like to live in a thin body and have people treat you differently. Like I've dreamt about it, and I think that is really difficult when you exactly. I understand what you're saying. Like you've lived both, and it's hard because from people who haven't, it's just we can't even fathom.
Don't even understand.
Yeah.
And speaking into the whole spending your skinny years feeling like you're fat, I definitely relate to that. I'm a bulimia survivor. I was bulimic for about 8 years, and I also played volleyball and was in theater and stuff like that. And the only reason I stopped throwing up and binging and purging is because I was losing my voice, and I love to sing, and I got nodes.
No, that's the worst.
Shit.
Oh my God.
I went from mezzo soprano to mezzo alto.
Are we all crying now?
Pretty much. But yeah, like if it didn't affect my voice, I don't know if I would have stopped.
It really broke my heart after, having to vote people out who, in my heart, I knew were fat. To just feel invalidated, that sucks. That really sucks.
Oh, the people that keep voting for him end up getting out.
Because I wasn't crying. I'm sorry, y'all.
So the eliminations is something that we're wrestling with. Do you feel like it took away from the experience?
It was just like being in the space where we were sharing our stories and everything felt so heartfelt, but it's just a game. But overall, it was really awesome to be in the space and have these conversations that don't happen often if you don't have fat friends to talk about them with. As someone who grew up very self-conscious and didn't know where to look and turn to see people like me, I take that on as an adult to speak about these things and have these conversations that we're still confused about.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you wish to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
I swear to God, if anyone's lying, oh my God, I'm so pissed.
That means
Uh-oh.
you voted the mole.
My guy's in danger.
If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We lost.
On the count of 3.
He's acting like he's like, oh God.
1,
acting as if
2, 3.
he doesn't know.
I knew it.
Wow. I told a heartfelt story about dating someone fat phobic. You guys voted me.
Okay, can we talk about 1,000,001 reasons why it was Derek?
Okay, the only one that got me was like the theater. Like I really could relate with that. So I obviously know that you really were.
Hot water right now. I'm feeling uncomfortable for him.
That's right. I think that was true.
It was true. That's what I'm saying.
That's an important thing. Nothing. There's not a single. Yeah. So when I was in 4th grade, I was 4 feet tall. I was 144 pounds, and my doctor told me that I was morbidly obese, and it was a very self-image wrecking thing for me because he used language that made it seem like I needed to change, as opposed to just assessing where I was. Like I said, everything that I talked about before was true, but when we were talking about people being incredibly fat phobic that go through a transition of being in a bigger body and then ending up the quote-unquote skinnier, that experience for me was I mistook the pain that came with not having self-love as being associated with a number on a scale. And as I kept moving the goalposts further and further away from myself and saying this will be when I'm happy with myself, and this will be the time in my life where I like the way I look, and once I do this, I'll be happy with myself, I was no happier than when I started. I just kept being further and further from a goal that I was changing. I am happy not because of the way that my body looks, but because I can have self-acceptance, and that's a very difficult journey for anybody to go on, and me losing
Now give me my winner's money.
played no factor in that. I hope that in watching this video, somebody can learn that the horrible stereotype that they have of plus-size people, whether that be that they're lazy or sluggish or they don't eat right or they're not healthy, there are people that are plus-size that are faster than you. There are people that are plus-size that are in better conditions than the average human being. I was definitely plus-sized for a long period of my life, and I still feel the residuals of the way people treat you for being in a plus-size body, to this day.
This is the first time that I'm hearing a lot of these things Because at least for me growing up, it wasn't like being bullied or anything like that. It was just like my own mind attacking myself. Like seeing in the mirror and be like, oh my God, you're fat. You need to lose weight. Outside of that, like I didn't experience like the bullying and name calling. I didn't see any of that. So like hearing you guys, like that's a lot. I couldn't tell like how I had an eating disorder when I was younger and how I overcame that. And then I slowly started drifting back to it. And I'm trying to lose weight now in a more healthy manner. So I wish I could have told that story to the group.
I'm sorry to anybody that shared something personal and then like because of this feels like they were lied to or abused. Like I came into the game with the idea of just having fun, and I promised myself like I'm not gonna lie a single time that when I speak. It's like I didn't want to like come in here and build a character.
I hope people who watch this video, no matter what size you are, I think it's important that we're just kind to people and treat everyone with respect.
I hope everybody just takes away like empathy. You never know what someone's going through. You never know why someone's plus size. I don't know who made the rules, but we can create our own rules now, and I hope that everyone in the comments and everyone who's watching takes that away and just tries to be a better person, more understanding.
All right. Good. All right, I'm gonna switch over. We'll start Crash Bash here. I'm gonna do it through BRB here, as you can see on the screen, and then I'll get Crash Bash loaded up here in a few minutes. Just a few minutes. I'm gonna restock my water and all that. So I will be back very shortly.